4 events to decide the fate of several Marble teams who hope to make a run at the Marble League Championship next year, as we flock once again to the pond for the second half of the showdown. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods, Team Plasma leading the way, but Blackjacks, Turtle Sliders, Wolfpack are all knotted together, and then a host of other marbles in that mid-section of the running. There's still so much to play for at this point, and we've had 4 events already in this showdown. The swing wave, the 5-meter sprint, the water race, and the 5-meter relay. Now we prepare for event 5 in block pushing. Limers, hazers, turtle sliders, and the Wolfpack now. It looks like the hazers will be the first to impact. Oh, but they lost their momentum completely. And that final hammer separated. Look how close they are. Some of the other teams already had that separation between the 3rd and the 4th marbles, so thus they get that extra push at the end. The Wolfpack, the biggest beneficiary, but look at the difference when that 4th marble fails. All right, we get the second push, though, to see if they can make amends. The hazers will once again be the first to hit, and they've lost it again. That 4th marble failing to connect for that final flourish at the end. Yeah, look at the contact between number 3 and 4 in that one already, versus, for instance, down at the bottom, the Turtle Sliders. 84.4, that green means they improved on this run compared to their first. Ooh, very close battle in that second spot, as we change them all around again. And boy, the hazers are just struggling right now. What is going on to cause all of this? My goodness. Now, of course, Hazy is out for this team. They've got a new captain in Misty, Murky as the reserve, but it has just not worked at all for them. One last chance. Can they get it right? Meanwhile, don't let this overshadow several other great results here. And finally, ooh, we get a big battle for the lead. I don't think that's going to surpass any of the past top totals in that low 80s range. The hazers cementing their position, but overall, well, all right, they did improve. 52.5. The 79.40 is not good enough for the Wolfpack to overcome a nice mark by the Turtle Sliders. They go into the top spot, taking 2 of their best pushes. 84.4 is their top. 167 is that total mark to beat. Cobalts, Momo, Jungle Jumpers, and Blackjacks. The Blackjacks waiting for that final hit. That delivers them past 90. And that is a wonderful result. Excellent timing on the separation there. And watch the hammer marble, that anchor, hit them to 92.90. Did they expend all of their energy on just that one go? We'll have to see if they can repeat. Good this time, and they're out in front again. The final hit, though, does not push them past Team Momo. So you see the different strategies at play. It's not going to beat the top of the top, but a 91.55 for Momo. That is their best. Once we get into these farther runs, green not just meaning that you've improved on your last run, but that is one of your top 2 best. And this is another great one for Blackjacks, getting them close to 90. So past 90 and then a near 90, that will definitely be enough to give them the top spot. Only Jungle Jumpers improved, though, 80.85 in that particular run. Jungle Jumpers need a good result here. They're going to be second to hit the blocks. Will they get off of last? No, they will not. Certainly not in Hazer's range, but another good one from the Blackjacks. But look at what Team Momo achieved on that one, past 90. Unbelievable on that one. That was some nice coordination on that one. But what will that do for the overall standings? And Team Momo, they've done it. Wow, 182.15. That beats another great result from the Blackjacks from that same group. Thunderbolts, Snowballs, Solar Flares, and Purple Rockets come down now. And Solar Flares get the early lead on all of this group. They are right near 80. Look at them. They just keep that momentum driving forward, even when all the others are slowing down. They're ahead of the Purple Rockets. Second push here in Group 3. And we do get a past 80. Not too bad for the Thunderbolts in that one. Sliders and the Solar Flares do not improve, but an 81.90 for the Thunderbolts. Snowballs also notch a green distance. As we come to push 3. Solar Flares quick out of the gate, as were the Snowballs, but it drops away for both of them. Past 85 for the Thunderbolts in this one. That's a nice result. Again, those top 3 really expending energy and then getting that 4th marble to push them just a bit further. Thunderbolts and the Purple Rockets both going better on their distances. One more time. And this time, the Solar Flares get a nice result. They're in that 82-83 range. Nice separation, a momentary impact with that 4th marble, but enough to keep it going, and they got maybe an extra centimeter out of it. 81.80 gives them a bit higher total. But among that group, the Thunderbolts are top. 4th overall, chasing Momo, the Blackjacks, and the Turtle Sliders. Group 3 just off the podium. Group 4 up now. And this is going to be a clear win for the Oceanics. 85 thereabouts on their distance. Let's see what timing and scoring efficiently gives them. 84.9. Nobody else above 80 that time. Plasma, Stars, Rojo Rollers, and the Oceanics. And the Rojo Rollers will get near that 85 mark this time. Nicely done. This is their 3rd time in the showdown, the Rojo Rollers. 84.80. Plasma also improved. That's not the most of anybody competing, though. We've got a 3-way tie for that. Both the Turtle Sliders, the Snowballs, and the Cobalts have all appeared now 4 times in the showdown. I'm sure if that's a good thing, I'll leave that up to you. Everybody impacting the blocks around the same time on this one. Rojo Rollers get past 85. Indigo Stars, they go above 80. I think you have to be consistently above 80 in both of your scoring runs if you want to make a dash to the podium. And here we've got a couple more around that 85 range. Look at the ground made up by Team Plasma. They were behind for most of that post-impact period, and they come out on top. They slide forward, at least for that particular run. And the Rojo Rollers from Group 4, they go up into 3rd spot, and that solidifies our order. The final group finds a podium finisher in it, chasing Team Blackjack and our winners, Team Momo. And looking here, we've got 4 at the back that are eliminated. Interesting point spread, that one, especially when you also consider the consolation points that were awarded because of the water race. We are off in the funnels for event number 6. We've got Snowballs, Oceanics, Thunderbolts, Team Plasma, Hazers, Jungle Jumpers, Indigo Stars, and the Purple Rockets in this one. And circling that funnel, it's the Snowballs that will drop through first. Remember, you do not want to be first in this one. You want to be last among those running. Right now we've got a good circulation going. Oh, the Hazers, I was going to say, maybe had the top spot there. Instead, it goes to the Jungle Jumpers, who just now descend from that first green funnel. Those little orange catch funnels, they kind of serve to re-stratify the field, and there's almost a sub-strategy with those orange funnels compared to the green. This pathway that the Hazers were taking, I was going to say it was working well for them until they made that contact, and they've lost 2 or 3 positions. Great view from the top here as we near the halfway point. Their time up top here. This is working fairly well. Well, things change very quickly, as you can see. Some marbles, they think they've got a lead, and then all of a sudden, they drop through 2 funnels almost instantaneously. Still a lot to play for. I think the Oceanics were running well for a while. It's tough to tell who that is from this angle. This is more some of the officials' view on the ground as we are past 90 seconds in. Okay, there we get a good view. The Hazers have dropped to dead last. They are threatening to finish this course first of anybody. Jungle Jumpers have also lost their lead from early on. The Snowballs are trying to recover. Team Plasma also circling that event horizon. This is slowing to an absolute crawl. There go the Oceanics. We do have finishers down below. It is the Thunderbolts reserve, then the Purple Rockets reserve. The reserve for the Oceanics. Jungle Jumpers, oh, they were about to fall in, and they get shouldered aside. Oh, terrible for the Snowballs, who were running so well. Plasma now has a very wide angle, and they look to be trying to capture the win in this one. Oh, will they? Yes! Contact down below. The Jungle Jumpers and the Hazers were all getting their elbows out, and it's Ghosto, the reserve from Team Plasma, who manages to hold on. Well, that was dramatic. We get ready for Heat 2. In this one, you see in the order 2 captains, that of the Wolfpack and the Blackjacks. Also in the running, Turtle Sliders, Limers, Solar Flares, Rojo Rollers, Cobalts, and Team Momo. But right now, it is the Limers who are doing a decent job, but now they have fallen through and they are mired in the pack. Everybody all in this one funnel. We haven't had somebody drop through that's a bit out of place yet. We'll be the first to blink. Ah, there we go. Momo falling through. Actually, everybody falling through all at once. Solar Flares, I believe, were the last to drop in, but then they just plummeted straight through that orange catch funnel, and they're down to the second green. Several wide lines being taken, but if you watch that first heat, sometimes that leads to extra collisions, and it gets people out of sorts. Circling up top, we've got 4 marbles. Now 3. Trying to hold on to that lead. 2-1. Is that the Limers holding on up top? Can't tell from this angle. And now you see several marbles in different stages. Ah, there we go. So Wolfpack are running fairly well. Balto, their captain, oh, just drops through. As I say that, not great. Luck of the draw on that one. Blackjacks, they fall through. They were holding the lead, but now that swings back to the Rojo Rollers. That's Rojo Dos, who's trying to gain that 1 funnel lead. And just barely does. Even though it's a catch funnel, it still counts. The longer that marble can circulate up there, you avoid the traffic jam of the second to last green funnel. Balto falls through quite precipitously. Now the Rojo Rollers are down there with everybody else. They're managing to stay wide so far. Can they avoid collisions? They came very close that time. They're doing a good job. And now we've got our first finisher. It's the Solar Flares. Scorch. Rojo Rollers up top there. I think they're fighting with Team Momo just on the edge of your screen. And Momo have gained the lead. Turtle Sliders finished. Wolfpack down in 6th. Rojo Rollers and Momo in that orange funnel. Rojo Rollers, they claw back the lead, but they can't blink yet. We've seen it go down to this final funnel, and one errant collision can send them down the order. Limers finish. Now we've got our top 3. Blackjacks come through, but will it be Momo or Rojo Rollers? They're slowing down. They're starting to get very near to where they're going to contact each other. Almost on opposite sides of the event horizon, and it is the Rojo Rollers blinking first. Team Momo will win 244.53. Team Momo held on in that second heat as we see the bottom of the order. After 2 heats, 9th through 16th, they are eliminated. This daunting stack, we've seen it several times now, and it just does not get any easier the longer you see it. So now, no times to shoot for. It is just marble Marble. Back and forth they come. And it's the Hazers circling around up top, trying to hold that lead. They do. Subtle contact keeps them above the scrum. Now they finally drop in. Everybody on that green one. It's cloudy from the Hazers. First couple dropping through. You'll see we've got several blue marbles in this one. Oh, now Rollers, they fall through. Hazers are still keeping that momentum going. Look at the speed that they have compared to Momo. That is going to benefit them, especially if that orange funnel clears out before they fall in. It will not. They come down there. All right, it cleared fairly easily. Still just a bit of contact that got them off of their rhythm from where they wanted to be. Farther down below, is that Indigo Stars that dropped through first? Also in the running there, the Cobalts. Now we've got 4 marbles, now 3. Rollers fall through up at that top funnel. Hazers, look at that wide line. That is exactly what they need to do. And with no marbles in front of them, they can dictate their own pace and their own journey around that event horizon. Team Plasma. They are trying to stay in that orange funnel as long as they can, but they can't. But collisions have put them out of order. They go from second place, and now they drop through. They've lost 3 positions. Jungle Jumpers now assume second place. We still don't see the Hazers in that green funnel. There we do. Getting down into some dangerous moments here. Hazers fighting with everything they have not to drop in. That was wonderful. Just off the edge of the screen there, you could see them circling and trying to fling themselves back out with all the strength that they can muster. Keeping that wide line here, it's doing them well. They're trying to avoid hitting the solar flares. They can't. Team Plasma, rather. And Team Plasma may have just fought into the lead because of that contact. Rollers have finished. Hazers, now they drop on in, and it is going to be a mountain to climb. With Team Plasma still up in that orange funnel, it's going to take a miracle for the Hazers to hold on to this one. We're down to our final 3. After Momo, the Jungle Jumpers, and the Blackjacks have finished, who will get the bronze? Oh boy, this is oh so close. The Hazers are in a dangerous position. And it will be the Hazers. Oh, but look at this. Shouldering them aside and getting the gold will be the Cobalts. Excellent job watching what Ghosto was doing and just getting in there to disrupt enough to take over the top spot at the last. Gnome gets 25 points for the Cobalts, and boy did they need that. Team Plasma, Hazers second and third. What does this do to the order? Teams 11th to 16th cannot win the showdown anymore, but they can still escape the elimination zone. They need a good result, though, in the final 2 events. The stadium, of course, buzzing with the actual Marble League going down right to the end. No spoilers on how that's shaping up as we look at climbing. Solar Flares, Team Momo, Blackjacks, and Cobalts in this run. And wow, point of impact there. Throwing all that momentum forward. Ember and Blaze, 76-6, narrowly beating out Team Momo. We'll change order. Momo, Solar Flares, Cobalts, and Blackjacks. Solar Flares reaching out again, and they will get the win in this heat. Excellent coordination that this event takes. 69-6 will run 2, 66-5 in second. And so the top run propels Solar Flares to the top in front of Momo. Thunderbolts, Rollers, Jungle Jumpers, and the Wolfpack. Jungle Jumpers clearly out in front. That battle is all for second place. Wolfpack and Rollers were very close. We'll have to see the replay and timing and scoring to figure out who got where. It was a fine result. Look at on impact there. The back marbles just lifting upward. Jungle Jumpers 71-4. Clearly out in front of the Wolf Pack, who were narrowly in front of Robo Rollers. Switch them up, second runs. But a very similar result down here on the bottom. Good run, Jungle Jumpers. Well out in front for most of that. They do get up past 75, almost to 76, compared to 68 from the Roho Rollers. Factor all that in, and that second run is enough. Jungle Jumpers and Roho Rollers get the top 2 spots out of this heat. The provisional results thus far. Team Plasma, Oceanics, Indigo Stars, and the Snowballs. And they come. I think the Oceanics had a great result on that one. Indigo Stars were also up there in second place. A bit of distance between them. How high up did they come? Tough to tell from that angle. I think it's in that mid-75 range. Yeah, 76. Oceanics, they get the win in Heat 1. Switch them around. Oceanics, Plasma, Snowballs, and Indigo Stars. This time it's Team Plasma out in front. Not sure that that was hitting 80, though. I think that's going to be probably the mark around which you will guarantee a podium. At the very least. How high did they get? Ooh, they did get close to 75. Yeah, 74.9. 69.6. In second place there. And it's Oceanics and Team Plasma who get the top runs. Hazers, Purple Rockets, Turtle Sliders, and the Limers up now. And they come in bottom lane. Limers, I think, were just ahead of the Turtle Sliders on that one. Yes, they were. Purple Rockets farther back behind, 62.9, 66.6 for the Hazers. The Limers do get that top spot. They're going to need to find a bit more in this second run, however. On impact, Purple Rockets streaking out in front, 75 plus. Wow. Saving up for that second run, no doubt. Great teamwork. Wonderful transfer of energy between them. And 76.7 is the top for the Purple Rockets. Quite a difference between first run to second run. 14-ish centimeters apart. And they will get the top spot. Before going to the final showdown event, by the way, 2 Patreon fans are visiting the Hazers in the locker room. Hey, shout out to Adam and his father. That's a neat little perk. Purple Rockets, with that final push, give them the top spot in the second-to-last showdown event. Team Plasma and Blackjacks are the only 2 teams that can win, so a new team will definitely win the showdown. Thunderbolts, Oceanics, and the Snowballs at this point need a miracle to avoid elimination as we get ready for the Sand Rally. Down they go. Several captains in this one. In fact, nearly every team running their captain. And it's Roho Rollers who are out in front. They are one of the ones that have not used it. Thunderbolts, they are. That's Captain Thunder. Trying to get by. Move to the inside. The over-under didn't work that time, however. Now trying a different way. That one, a nice dive bomb move to get up into top spot. Limers hold third spot in front of Jungle Jumpers, Indigo Stars, Hazers, Team Plasma, Oceanics, and the Purple Rockets and the Cobalts rounding out the top 10. Everybody coming to a near stop as they slalom back and forth through the chicane. This is a long course. Still a long way to go as well. Roho Rollers and Thunderbolts, loads of contact between them, really since the beginning on this one. A wonderful battle as they separate themselves. Limers having a whale of a time trying to keep the Jungle Jumpers behind them. Team Plasma also in the fight in a long train that goes back all the way through 7th spot. A nice parry from the Roho Rollers gives them a bit of daylight over the Thunderbolts, but here comes Thunder. Right back by along the straight. In fact, Limers are also going to try to get by. They're in the draft. Can they capitalize? Oh, so much going on here. Limers hitting some leaves. They fall back. Rojo Rollers get back by. And now they don't. Thunder, Rojo Rollers changing by the corner, it seems. Jungle Jumpers, they want a piece of this, as do Team Plasma. Hazers are also right up in there. Indigo Stars, Limers battling. They keep going backwards, do the Limers. Now they're at the back of this train. Hard contact with the wall. That sends the Thunderbolts backward. It opens the door briefly, but they recover almost instantaneously. And now the assault on the lead resumes once again. Rojo Rollers, Thunderbolts. Swinging around, contact, shoulder to the outside. The Thunderbolts get by and into the lead. These marbles are going to be bruised and battered by the end of this one. And the Rojo Rollers, it's finally starting to crack perhaps. They fall back into the 4th spot. Finish line nearly in sight. Thunderbolts trying to hold off the Snowballs. Indigo Stars. And it will be the Thunderbolts challenged at the line. Snowy wins. The Snowballs miraculously have escaped elimination. The Jungle Jumpers also, it appears, get by and will do enough. That battle at the end, my goodness. 0.03 of a second was all that separated the captains of the Snowballs and the Thunderbolts. Man, imagine being Snowy just hanging on, watching that lead up top, waiting for the energy to be expended, and finally making the move at the end. Well, this is the overall podium. Congratulations to Team Plasma. They just ran away with it. Their fans and the team members all charged up after that one. 117 to 92. Meanwhile, the Cobalts, Hazers, Solar Flares, and the Oceanics are eliminated. Jungle Jumpers just get by 3 points. All the difference. Wow, those 4 teams, they'll definitely be left wondering what could have been. Well, there's Posh Pie Chris meeting Team Plasma in the locker room. I remember one of the Patreons. And they're celebrating with that Showdown trophy. And you have to think that they are going to take some time to enjoy. But then also, they're going to be wondering, just like the rest of us, who is going to win the Marble League overall. The elimination race is the final one in the 2022 Big Show. Stay tuned and find out who wins.